Why are we afraid to take vows? When we talk about vows, very few people will turn up. Very few people. Half the normal people will turn up if we talk about taking vows. Why is that? Because most people always say, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's like a mantra. I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. 10 million times, 3 years, 3 months, 3 days, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Then they believe it. I'm not ready. It's incredible. I'm not ready mantra. I'm not ready. Why aren't you ready? Oh, when my kids grow up. Then you won't be ready because by the time you might be dead. When my business hits this point, you're going to work yourself to death by the time you reach that point. You don't have to take the vows. You won't be able to do anything anyway. I mean, if you're 600 years old, nothing on you is working, why do you need to take vows? You're not going to do anything bad anymore. Why take vows, Why wait till you're 600 years old? You can't even talk, Then after you get the vows, what's the point? Some people say, I'm going to wait till I'm older to do Dharma practice. I don't want to be bitchy and mean. I tell them, what's the point? Which old person goes out and collects all negative karma, drinking, smoking, sleeping around? They can't even do that if they want to. What's the point? Not doing it because you can't doesn't mean you're holy. Not doing anything because you can't doesn't mean you're holy. So if you don't lie anymore, maybe because there's no one around you to lie to. Everybody's dead. Your friends are dead. Your kids are living their life and they're like, shut up. Drink your Milo, keep quiet. Then your mother, your aunties are blah, 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 blah. Drink your Milo, mama, which means shut up. So you can't even lie because, there's no one to lie to. Then drink alcohol, you're allergic to everything. Shellfish, you're allergic to oil, you're allergic to white rice, you're allergic to vegetables, strawberry, you're allergic to everything. So you can't even take alcohol. So you think you don't take alcohol, you're so holy smoly. No. No, I don't think so. Then not killing. You can't kill anybody. You can't even lift your arm. How to kill? Oh. Paralysis or arthritis. You see some of these old people are probably like, how to kill? They can't even hold a knife. I'm going to kill you. Oh. I mean, come on. Why take the vow when you're 150 or 600 years old? What's the point? Then don't eat more than 1 meal a day. There are very few old people who can eat 7 times a day. Most of them, they eat a little bit, they can't already like, I mean, think about it. And then no stealing. How to steal? They can't even walk. Have you ever seen a senior citizen cat burglar? 600-year-old grandma wear a cat suit and he swings into your window? I don't think so. Oh, I know. We push the wheelchair in and they let them steal. So when are you going to be ready? When are you going to be ready? When you can't do anything anyway and then you take the vows? No. No. When you say you are not ready, it's from fear. When you say you're not ready, it's from fear that you're losing something. You're not losing anything. Why do we respect the lamas so much? Why do we respect the nuns so much? Why do we respect great teachers so much? Why do we respect Trijang Rinpoche and Dalai Lama so much? Why? Because they do everything we do? Why do we respect Her Holiness, Mother Teresa, so much? Why do we respect Reverend Cheng Yang in Taiwan so much? Therefore, when are we ready to take vows? Ministers take vows, lawyers take vows, doctors take vows, husbands and wives take vows, principals take vows, ministers take vows, presidents and prime ministers and kings and queens all take vows. Everybody takes vows. Everybody takes a vow because it's a reminder of what they should be doing all the time. So when we take a vow, the Buddhistic approach to taking a vow is what? The Buddhist approach, there are many, many levels, but I'm going to speak on just a few, not all. The Buddhist reason for taking vows is to help us to overcome our fears. If we don't cheat in business, I'm not going to make it. You know, if I don't lie, I can't get away with something. I have to kill. I need intoxicants. If I don't get intoxicants, I can't make it through another day. You see, that's all fear. Not being able to take vows is fear of becoming better. Not trusting you can become better. Fearing that you will fail. Not taking vows is fearing you will fail. That you will not be able to become a better person. That's why we fear taking vows. So we have to ask ourselves, when will we ever be ready? When will we have enough kids? When will we have enough of a relationship? When will we have enough of alcohol? When will we have enough of lying? When will we have enough of anything? So the presupposition here is, if I have enough of something, then I can take a vow. No. Your actual grasping towards these items that you find to bring you pleasure, but actually displeasure and more problems and sufferings, is the actual root of all your problems. So therefore, when you take vows, you are penetrating to the root of your sufferings. And when you take vows, you are actually re-habituating your mind towards a better path, a more positive path, and a path that will be beneficial for you, around you, long-term and short-term. That is why when we break our vow, we break our commitment or our samaya to our lamas, when we break it, it is extremely detrimental. Why is it extremely detrimental? On a karmic level, it's detrimental because we have sworn in front of something that is holy. On a lower level, it's detrimental. Why? Because we have reverted back to the darkness and we're afraid to accept the light. We have reverted back. How have we reverted back? Because we're used to being in the dark. So when someone's in the dark, you let in a little bit of light, they're scared. They don't know what to expect. But what they don't understand is, once you get used to the light, you won't want the darkness. What is light? A light is openness, is forgiveness, is acceptance in one situation. Acceptance with doing something about it, not anger and then do something. There's a difference. We make a change in our lives. How do we make a change in our lives? When we embrace the light, which is the light of our mind. What is the light of our mind? The good qualities that Buddha has spoken about. Example, the 6 paramitas. That is the light. The light is the 6 paramitas. And when we go towards that, it's very scary. Why? The light says we can't give up. And we want to give up. We want to give up. When it gets hard, we want to give up. Why? Because we've been doing that our whole life. We've been doing that our whole life to give up. To just give up when something's wrong, when something's not right, when something's difficult. Just give up. Just go away, man. Just, bye. See you later. I quit. Here's my contract. You can keep your money or whatever. We're so used to saying that. And some of us, we're like actors. I've had enough. And I'm not going to take this another minute. You make me suffer. I'm leaving. Very dramatic. And some people cry and bawl, boo-hoo. And they cry and they drop tears and how they don't want to leave and how they don't want to give up and how they tried and how they pushed their effort and how for the last 4 days they've done everything they can to be enlightened, they still can't. And you're looking at them like, okay, bye-bye. You outwardly say bye-bye, inside you think, oh no, now how? Then the 6 paramitas tell you about tsundru. Tsundru is effort, not to give up, to investigate, to check. And when you give up something, is it actually the object you're giving up? The reason is the object, or really it's yourself? Not to give up. That is the light. Why? Why is that the light? Anyone in the world who is engaged in any business or any action or any relationship or any type of practice, in the beginning it's very hard. And when they didn't give up later, when all the results come, people admire them. People praise them. People write biographies about them. People interview them. People talk to them. And in their life is used as an inspiration for others. People will give up. Who interviews? Hey, why'd you give up? Who cares? Why'd you give up? Oh, you worked there for 6 months, you gave up. Can you tell me why? Who cares? I've got enough hassle in my life to listen to your sad sack story, right? Oh, why did you give up the Dharma? Why? Why? Who cares? You don't want to add to your psychological problems already. You got enough psychological problems. You got enough mental traumas. You don't need to interview and listen to everybody who gave up. You don't need to. But you want to interview and talk to people who didn't give up. Because they inspire, and a lot of the things that they went through is probably much worse than what we went through. So when we listen to it, we go, okay, I'm not going to give up. Why are you not going to give up? Why? Because you realize that it's not just that that person inspired you, because inspiration is for a short time. You realize, hey, I want to achieve some kind of stability. I want to achieve some kind of end. I want to achieve some kind of goal. So to achieve that, there must be effort. Effort is conjoined and is married to not giving up. So you embrace the light. So no matter how difficult, you push yourself, you keep doing, you push yourself. Eventually, you come out successful. Eventually, you come out shining. Eventually, you come out better. Those who give up and run away, give up and go away, give up away and hide, they go back to the darkness. Why do they go back to the darkness? Because they feel the darkness offers them some kind of light. Giving up doesn't give you light. Giving up puts you down even more and makes you even more depressed and unhappy. Not pushing yourself gives yourself even more unhappiness. Showing your anger to people and expressing your anger to people with the intent of anger, is embracing the darkness. Breaking the rules of the land is embracing the darkness. If we go and kill people, that's embracing the darkness. It seems easier immediately. It's deceptive. It's not easier. Why is it not easier? The repercussions are great. And that's what Buddha is talking about all this time. So therefore, we're afraid to take vows. We're afraid to take vows. Why? Some of us don't want to see our potential. Some of us feel that we will lose something if we take the vows. We will lose something. Some of us think that it's too hard and too difficult. And in fact, when you are afraid of taking the vows, that's how strong you can see your anger, your attachments, your greed, your impatience, your lack of effort. You can see how strong it is. Why? Because taking vows and holding them takes that type of discipline. The willingness to overcome, the willingness to change. When you're not willing to change and overcome, you don't want to take the vows. So let me tell you again, if you're not willing to overcome and change, then when you have difficulties and problems, you can't blame. You can't blame. You can't blame others at all. You can't blame anyone. You can't even complain. Why? You chose it. You chose it. Very rare do you hear high practitioners complain. Very rare do you hear monks complain. Very rare do you hear nuns complain. Very rare. Very rare. Why is that? They've taken responsibility. So therefore, when we're not able to take the vows, it's a clear indication to us, how we don't want to, or we don't want to push ourselves toward a real change. And when we don't want to push ourselves toward a real change, we have to accept the results, that karma will catch up. Some people take on refuge vows and they hold it. Some people take on the pratimosha vows, the monk and nun vows, they hold it. Some people take on the bodhisattva vows and they hold it. Some people take the tantric vows and hold it. Some people take all these vows and they hold it. What about us?